Well, that was all kinds of chaos right then and there. First, one music doesn't want to play, then the other one gets completely just stuck at buffering. Oh man, this has been quite the day so far. But with enough scuff and all that, ahoy there, one and all. This is your captain speaking. Hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day today. Hope everyone is doing well. Hope you're all bundled up, nice and warm. And of course, today is Friday. Which means, that's right, it's time for those weekend vibes. Time to finally kick them boots off, hang up that coat, get to something a bit more warm and snug. Grab yourself a hot drink, sit down, and just relax. Got some fresh tea for you, if you're interested, or some hot cocoa. It all depends on what's your flavor. As for me, today's been, I wouldn't necessarily call it a rough day, but there has been quite the amount that I had to work with. First and foremost being that I slept a little too much in today, so well rested, for one. Definitely a lot more energy than yesterday. But then I got woken up with a warning from YouTube saying that apparently the website that I linked to was a big no-no site for them. Even though that site does have a safe search and everything else when it comes to artwork. But you know what, I digress, so I had to put in an appeal. And you'll never guess for what it was. They flagged it for the fact of the matter is that it was for these little gremlins dancing in a row up here. All because of the link, right? Not the actual pictures themselves, right up here, these little gremlins, but the actual site that they felt was a no-go. So that was fun. Then a whole debacle going on with X about posting certain stuff online, or even reposting, all simply due to the fact that I've already put my options down for, you know, adults only. So, had to start off the day with caffeine and fury, having to fight both of those. But hopefully things will go smoothly. Now, it's nothing too serious, but you can already tell by their stupid algorithm and AI that they didn't take too kindly to the actual video, all just what was posted on inside the videos, the links. That was the main issue. Go figure. And then X having an issue with me reposting artwork that is more or less just tasteful, not even like 18 plus artwork, just very tasteful artwork. And they didn't like that one bit. It's like they're scared of beautiful artwork and women altogether. Just shakes my head. Because clearly I've put it into the options, this is for adults only type of brand, because I really don't want any kids to be seeing this. Because then I can't really say and do the things that I want if I had to also cater to children. What a world we live in. But I mean, hey, it's not the worst thing that has happened yet, but not exactly something I want to see first and foremost while I'm trying to make coffee in the morning. But, you know, I try to make it work. More or less. And hopefully we'll be able to add a little bit more spice to all this later on down the road. But yeah, just a lot's going on top of the holidays, so kinda running all over the place. But I'm sure things will mellow out with time. But other than that, yeah, mostly just a crazy, crazy morning. Been also trying to catch up on some of my shows as of recent, because just being buried on work, I barely have any time to read or watch any anime or manga, and it's been, oh boy, it has been heavy trying to get anything like that done. One that I'm actually trying to catch up on. Hang on, let me see if I can find it. Because I got so caught up in everything else, I'm actually starting to reread this. Give me a second here. Let me see if I could also find it. Now, this one is a more cultured type of read, so where is it at? Where is it at? Yeah. Let me just, I just hope I'm not misspelling anything. Ah, there it is. Oh, I just had it. Where is it? There it is. Let me also see if I could pull this up here real quick. Okay. There we go. And yep. And yep. So there we go. That's about a noticeable enough size. Started to read this because a friend of mine recommended it to me. And I guess you could say it's one of those more guilty type of pleasures. But still, the art style definitely caught me by surprise. So, if any of you are looking for a little bit more of a mature, cultured type of manga to read, check this one out. Mostly filled with absolutely fantastic fight scenes and tons and tons of fan service. So, if that's something that piques your interest, by all means, check out Reincarnation Coliseum. It's just one of those ones where, hey, let's sit back and just enjoy something. Not too deep of a story for it, but like I said, sometimes it's just even the style of the art that catches my eye. And especially if you really like ripped women, well, this is definitely something up your alley. So, got into that. Currently trying to finish up watching Bleach, the 1,000-Year War. Been getting nothing but teasers on my X account for all the newer scenes that are going to be coming out, especially with Yorichi's Bankai, which been waiting for the longest time. Now granted, I've read the manga, so I know how the entire story ends, right? But even with those spoilers in my head, the animation, the studio that does it, oh, they are masterclass at what they do. So, with that, I cannot wait to see what they have going on. Plus, what kind of soundtrack they might even use for Yorichi's Bankai. Because, ooh, I don't think the internet's going to be ready for that when it actually drops. She is one of my personal favorites. Her and Tyr Hannibal, two of my most personal favorites. For specific reasons. One's energetic and feisty, and the other one is calm and collected. But both designs, chef's kiss on that one. But, let's see, what else is going on? Currently, yeah, I did mention currently working on a few other things on the side to make the stream a little bit more animated as well. And, ooh, I also ordered a couple of things that I want to try to do on stream. So, once they come in, which should be on Sunday next week, I will be trying to do a challenge of sorts. Now, I have a couple in mind, but if you happen to have any that you would like to see me do, I would be more happy to oblige. Just keep it as appropriate as possible, since right now we're kind of treading through some rough winds and or waters with something that's been going on YouTube. But with all that being said, yeah, I got some stuff cooking up for next week. And maybe even a possible collab next week. I'll keep all of you posted. Not promising anything, no. But it's more or less me just... how do I put it? Speaking with my mind open to all of you. Letting you know about my plans discreetly. Because you are my crew, and you deserve to be kept in the loop, more or less. Granted, not all of the information should be shared, but, you know, more or less. Wow, the rhythm really ramped up with this song. Other than that, let's see here. What else do we got going on? Also, yeah, there's been a little bit of tension over my Oshi's design. this past week, being that Zentreya with her officer outfit. I guess I'll just kind of rant about it a little bit, but first let me at least sip on my tea before I start. Because granted, she's been getting a whole bunch of just harassment from the wrong people, and honestly, the gals, she's already been through so much already. Like, we really don't need, she really doesn't need that type of energy. And all because of an outfit's style, right? Let me see if I could find... Right. Let me just go ahead and... Where? Let me see if I can pull this up here real quick. Now, first off, pretty cool looking wallpaper. Not gonna lie about that. But the fact of the matter is that there's been a whole bunch of just hate mongering for this and everything else in between. And frankly, they're trying to insinuate something. Well, I look at it and I go, well, we've seen this type of stuff before. We've seen a whole bunch of this style in Azure Lane. Esdeath from Akame ga Kill rocks something like this. And a whole bunch of other ones. Not to mention though, if you're a very old follower, she had something similar like this before. She simply modernized her very first look. Which I actually thought was pretty cool. Especially the kind of like the white fluffy part around the collar. Really stylish. And her just, you know, being the commander that she is over the Gecko army. But considering that they say it's like, oh, well, it's red and black. I was like, yeah, it's called the style. Red and black are very catchy. It's practically my favorite colors as well. But apparently people had issues with it. I, for one, said that this type of style exists on multiple uniforms, and the fact that the argument says, oh, it belonged to a certain radical party in the past. First of all, and I'm going to say this, for those people who say that, get your head out of your ass, unplug your Ethernet cord, and go to your local library and read a book. Because there is a certain way that uniforms are done to make it more eye-catching. Usually something called ceremonial and or dress uniforms. And very similar styles, like the one you see right here, exist, even to this day, for multiple countries. She simply took that, made it very stylistic. Oh, her artist and her rigger made it very, very tasteful, and that's all it was, a design choice. And it pisses me off to even hear that people have an issue with this. If you're truly offended over something like this, or just a simple rage baiter, your thought process is just sickening to me. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with this style. Been watching Zentreya for a good amount of years, and she has been nothing but positive with her community. And she hasn't been for a certain radical party at all. She's just here to make content, make friends, and all around just bring good vibes to everybody. So for those that get offended over something like this that has existed, that even still exists, both in real armies as well as, hell, animes, video games, and only now people are trying to create an issue out of nothing, like purely out of nothing. She's been through enough this year. Let's leave the year on the good foot. Because she works her ass off. That's just my little gripe about that, because I don't get it. You have to be a certain type of starved individual of just any human contact to just rage bait over stuff like that, or find offense in the littlest of things. Either or, it's that same attitude is why people don't want to be around those types of people. It's like, oh, I really don't like the way this character looks. Okay, then simply click off and move on. I don't get it. And the rage baiting. Like, is that all that these people are even good for? It's the same way, you know. Say, for example, it's this person, right? Goes to a movie theater. And let's say they're not a fan of action movies, right? But they have, I don't know, comedy movies. That's their favorite. Now, I don't know what would even possess a person to even buy a ticket and then go into that same theater and start just screaming, oh, I don't like this movie because this, how could you all watch this? That person would be escorted out so damn fast, blacklisted, and pretty much have a bolo picture of them. Bolo means be on the lookout of them. Because you know for a fact, they wouldn't pull that type of shit in public. But for the internet, of course, you got these assholes running around like cockroaches. Because they got nothing better. They got nothing better. And this is why, for both like the anime community, manga community, hell, even the VTuber community, we gotta be on the lookout for stuff like that. So that way we can actually protect one another. And, yes, I do feel that gatekeeping is, indeed, something that is necessary. Because too many people come into these spaces where everyone just wants to have a good time, only to ruin it. And frankly, they need to be filtered out. Because there's a reason, you know, it's called a space. It's a place for people with common interests and everything to go to actually feel, you know, relaxed. And it's the same thing I want to even create here. But it makes you really wonder. Just letting anyone in is not good. Especially for stuff that we value so much. Only for someone to come in and try to trample and break everything that we worked so hard for. And that, to me, well, I can't take that. And I feel like there's just something that needs to be done about all this. Because these so-called wannabe adults online, their mentality has not gone past the 4th grade. I mean, I could find some stuff online I don't even like, but I simply just choose to ignore it. Criticisms are one thing. It's to help shape something better. But flat out slander, misinformation, and just downright negativity and hate, well, I could tell for those people is to disconnect from the internet. Because we don't need that. We don't need that type of energy. And for even some of the other spaces of entertainment, we gotta start pushing out all that other negativity, all that cancer. So that we can rebuild and monitor the health of our communities. Because, man, I'm just tired of all the drama. Honestly. We're in so much of peacetime, yet people just want to create more problems on top of actual problems that need more of our attention. And the last thing anyone else wants, especially someone who's trying to work hard to make ends meet, you know, to create a space for people to forget about the worries for a bit, only to have someone to come in and try to ruin all that. I don't like that one bit. And more or less just... I'm just sick of it. Yeah, I don't want to sound too down, but I just felt like I needed to get off the chest because I feel it's more or less the time for more action. Because too many times we just gone ahead and just waved our hands off and ignored it and said like, oh, don't give them the attention. But this is getting to the point of where, as that one saying goes from the Spider-Man 1 movie, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. I feel like it's time for all the people that do care for these type of communities, right, to start pushing back and actually push out. Not even converse, right? Not even converse with these negative Nancys. Just simply push them out of the space. Plain and simple. Evidence is right there. You ain't gotta argue. You just gotta escort them out. Get them out, close the door, and never let them back in. That easy. Just the same way as how moderators ban people who are acting up via live stream, it should be no different. Because no one deserves that much hatred just because they have a certain style that they want their character to look. So yeah. I feel like it's time that we push back against these bullies. Because the bullies only stop bullying when you actually stand up for yourself. And I've learned that from even IRL experiences. Believe it or not, your captain, I was very tiny before I hit my completely just insane growth spurt. And I buffed up a bit. I was picked on a lot. And because I was, it got to a breaking point where I actually fought back. After that, well, even as a kid, you see the results. When you finally stand up to your bullies, they even change. And it's gonna be the same way. These little shitheads, these little punks online. They want to come in and try and invade our spaces? Nah. We push them overboard. We push them overboard. like the disease that they are, because we don't need them infecting our ship. So I ask of you, for all those that do support, the VTubers, your Oshis and whatnot, or even just your own spaces, whatever type of stuff you're into, sports, nerdy shit, anime, what have you. The moment that you feel that someone's coming in to destroy that, the moment that you see it, that the evidence is there clear as day, get them out. Because you don't need that. You don't need that in your space. Same way you don't need toxic people even in your relationships. Cut off that cancer, and the body survives. But yeah, I just needed to get that off my mind a little bit. Because I guess you could say I'm pretty passionate about it, because even just trying to start off with this whole VTubing thing, it does boil my blood when even the person who inspired me to even start this is getting all of this, and she's been doing it for years. And people getting over this just because of a design choice. Now granted, myself and plenty of other VTubers have shown support to her, as well as the entire Gecko community, so I am pretty happy that we are sticking with her, no matter what. But I just don't, I can't wrap my head around why people even want to do this. Maybe they just weren't hugged enough as a kid. Or maybe they just couldn't make friends. Or they're just a completely shitty person. I'm thinking number 3. They're just a shitty person. They don't like it, so they gotta make everyone else just as miserable as they are. It's childish. And seeing this in the VTuber space is like high school all over again. And here I thought that, after a certain amount of time and age, you grow out of that mental aspect. But nope, some people, they're stuck there. They're just stuck there at that stupid mental age. They'll screech, and they'll flail, and they'll complain. And you can only cringe looking at something like that, seeing a full-grown adult being like that. I need another drink. But yeah, just a little bit off my shoulders. I'm good though. Just want to have that little bit of a rant. Just that wee bit of a rant. Okay, I'm good. I'm cool. But on the more positive side of things, I do have something for you today. Now granted, we finished up our little adventure back in Wolfenstein. Return to Castle Wolfenstein. And I was thinking we try to change up the pace a little bit. Now granted, if you want me to play any of those newer games, be sure to let me know. I'm all for it. But the one I want to play today, if you notice from the title, is one that I have never played before. But it's made by the same people who, back then, also created Bayonetta, one of my all-time favorite hack and slash games, for a multitude of reasons. Number 1, I was a big fan of Devil May Cry. And number 2, considering Bayonetta, Yeah, I think that's enough said right there. But this one, this game, is something that, like I said, made by the same developers, but I wanted to give it a shot. Because I heard nothing but good about it. And even though it's a rather older game, and really not much talked about, surprisingly, I'd figure, you know what? What better time to give it some love, and maybe even some new players, than now? So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and fire this up real quick here. And then we could get started on slipping and sliding all over the place.
See ya.
Just give me one quick second. Hopefully it works with this controller. Or it could completely ignore it. That's also a thing. Okay, I guess Xbox controller it is. Because they don't like my custom controller for some odd reason. Give me just one quick second here. I need to... Oh boy. I need to take care of a few things here. And apply. Yes. Alright. Let me go ahead and stop this. Okay, that looks good. Alright, I'm going to shrink this part down. And we're going to switch over. One quick second here. And there we go. Graphics quality. Oh, you know we're going to be doing this on high. Motion blur. No thanks. HDR. Yeah, sure, why not? Is there a custom? Oh, we could go even higher. Okay, yeah, 16. HDR, I'm not too much of a fan of HDR, so we're gonna keep it like that. Camera speed should be good for now anyways. Okay, controller type. Yeah, so it only responds to Xbox controls. Ooh, now that looks good. Casual, auto, so stupid easy. Casual, normal, hard. We'll go normal. We'll go normal. Suit up.
Sam, how's the view on your monitor?
Looking good. The scenery's a little bland, though.
All right. Let's proceed with functionality testing. We're starting with electro-optical targeting systems calibration.
Sam, I'm going to display a virtual target. Try to follow it visually.
Okay.
If things seem backwards, let me know and I'll adjust the optical nerve sensors.
Okay.
You know, this is a real pain in the ass. How many times you guys gonna make me do this?
It's important we have baselines, Gideon. Just because you can read a manual doesn't mean you know what you're doing.
Fair. Alright. Yep, I'm good.
True. You know I know what I'm doing, so let's do something different. What's on today's test schedule?
Look, I know you're in a rush to get to the bar, but we've got a lot to go over.
Hell yeah.
Full control to you now.
Camera controls. Okay, basic movement.
Go ahead and give us some basic rotational movement readings.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, I like that. That's super smooth, especially for a game like this.
Skeletal actuators functioning nominally.
We're going to get readings on boost limitation. Engage whenever you want.
Boost, huh? Ooh, hell yeah.
Overheating.
That's maximum practical output on our current reactor design.
The suit's cooling system can't keep up with that output level. It's causing some temporary performance loss, especially in the skeletal actuators. I'm losing like 30% mobility here.
30% is within our project goals.
Elena, let's move on before Frank reads us the Project Grant chapter and verse.
Alright. How about some weapons? Let's do some
Firing
fun.
systems. Proceed with test.
Affirmative. Launching virtual target.
Okay.
We're going to adjust target acquisition.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm liking this. Now I'm gonna give you a chance to spawn, mate. Ooh, yeah.
Recoil
That's what I'm talking
compensators
about.
are on and functioning normally.
You can't suppress the recoil anymore?
Sam, your weapon isn't exactly stock.
I know. I'm changing blade modes. Let's try firing something different.
Alright, change to weapon 1. Ooh. Weapon 2, which was our default before. High rate of fire. I'm liking this. Let me change this one. Alright. Shotgun,
We're
I
still
think?
working on expanding the number of configurations stored in memory.
Ooh, I like
You can't
that.
just scan whatever you want and have it work. That being said, go ahead and activate the scanner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I get to change weapons. Oh, I'm feeling some Unreal Tournament vibes from this, and... Ooh, the tingles. Ooh, the tingles. Oh, I found my favorite weapon. I found my favorite weapon. Oh, yes. Ooh, what's this? Oh, shit, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Upgrade? Wait, I can upgrade these? Acquiring an upgrade item will upgrade the current weapon via blade system, increasing its effectiveness in various ways. Picking up the same weapon when already carrying the maximum amount of ammunition will allow you to proceed to an upgrade path for the weapon. Ah, okay.
This thing is even picking up surface scratches.
Blade can only replicate what already exists, even the imperfections.
Now we're going to check the grenade mounts.
Ooh. Alright, grenade. EMP will temporarily disable movements, of course. Yeet. Ah, okay. So we got two different kinds of grenades. Effective for large enemy groups. Close quarters. Alright.
We need to get some data on how far we can push the actuators.
I'm releasing an object to test your impact force.
Marines.
Our friends
Alright.
at the Pentagon were happy to lend us a brand new piece of equipment. Electromagnetic armor. Punch it as much as you'd like, Sam.
Confirming electromagnetic reaction. Sam, give the electromagnetic engine generating the reaction force a second to cool.
So we can't hit the thing too quick, huh?
Go ahead and punch it again.
Okay.
Nothing beats the old one, too.
Looks like you still got
Too
some
bad I
fight to
can't do it
Sam.
very fast like Raiden. Oh well. Standing here, I realize. But damn, that thing takes up a lot of energy. Okay. AR mode.
Sam, we took the measurements we made of your brain's sympathetic nervous system and tuned the R's suit's synaptic emitters to augment your reactions under fire.
Doesn't really make walking around with electrodes all day any more comfortable.
Small price to pay for having elevated synaptic activity during critical fight-or-flight situations.
Will you two quit bickering like a couple of MIT grad students? Now let's proceed with our test of the R's functionality. Let me know when you're ready, Sam.
Okay.
Ooh, we get slow-mo too? Damn, I missed this in games. Taking critical damage will automatically trigger AR mode until your suit overheats, allowing you to react to imminent danger.
I
Okay.
finished implementing the manual trigger system you asked for. The system will automatically lock if it detects any life-threatening imbalances in your hormonal levels due to extended use.
Ooh, I'm liking this. Yeah, buddy. Okay, I'm liking this. Try again. Fire on the target while manual. Oh, I'm gonna use the hell out of that. However, like boost, this mode will overheat your suit, so use it wisely.
Very
Alright,
well.
done with the
I think
tutorial.
that's enough for today's test.
Good job, Sam.
That little workout made me hungry. Elena, you up for some Luckies?
Platinum Games. when they were making real bangers too. Shinji Mikami. Man, my controller's going nuts with the vibrations. That is one big cannon. Well, fuck San Francisco, I guess. People, I think you should run. Well, now people are running. Ooh. We're sure we ain't playing like some sort of Resident Evil or something. People, run! Damn, they even got the water around there boiling. That's when you know it's bad. Damn.
The Order of the Russian Star now welcomes you to the inauguration of a new Russian state.
Oh, of course.
Is now the only authority in Russia. In 10 hours, we exercise our newfound strength once again.
There is but one way to prevent the destruction of
New York City.
your complete and unconditional surrender.
Facial animations still look good, even after all these years.
My fellow Americans, today has been a day of great tragedy. San Francisco will never be the same. And the toll of our war has increased by countless men, women, and children. Their loss is deeply felt by every American. To those who have committed this heinous act, we say firmly, we will not negotiate with those who wish to destroy us. Our strength is unmatched, our will resolute. We will be victorious. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
And so,
Providence is currently under the control of those responsible for the coup in Moscow. We believe the operation is being led by a Red known as Zaitsev. Oh yeah. This is Sam. DARPA sent him to come along with us. Men, we've got 8 hours to stop New York from becoming the next San Francisco. Make no mistake, we will stop that from happening.
Sam, I'm not sure if you've noticed, but your new friends don't seem too fond of you.
DARPA operatives take their orders directly from POTUS and SecDef. These guys are just interested in marking their territory.
Sam, remember why we're here.
Just listen to me. The American government has been betrayed by one of its own. You two are the only ones I can trust with this information. The Russian military is planning on using the microwave energy array to attack the U.S. As its designer, I cannot abide this misuse for such a heinous purpose. You know what must be done.
she's Russian too.
We'll get the professor back. This place, hell, even this suit runs on his energy designs. He's too valuable to kill.
I know.
This the toy you've been working on? did get some training in this thing, right?
Our simulators are very thorough. They did quite a number on you, huh? We could use you as a test subject at DARPA. What the fuck, man?
You're not allowed to smoke on the ship.
Message received. Okay. Time to get a real feel for this. Damn. This if Gears of War got even more just smooth. Woo! Whee! Smooth operator. All right. Whoever's piloting that big of enough ship, give them a raise. Knock, knock. Open up. Still holds up so well after all these years, too.
What the hell's going on down here?
Sir, this entire thing's pretty much food bar.
Get on board, sir. We're ready for wheels up. Hoorah! Come on, you eight. Want to live forever?
Kinda. Nailed it. And we did quite a bit of damage there. How about that? I still think that's one of the coolest things, just materializing weapons like that.
The Russians have complete control of this place.
Get through that central gate!
We aren't gonna get through it like this, sir.
Woo-ha! Alright. Let's take out the machine gunners, yeah? Ooh, that's hot. Alright, now we're actually behind enemy lines. Let's get to it. I don't even know what the mission is. I'm just going ahead and just killing all of them. You know what? Yeah. Come on.
Look out! Friendly ship coming down.
Whoa. Holy crap, a lot is happening right now.
Good. Move on through.
I'll take that. Get fucked. Whoo! Hold to pick up and exchange weapons. Wait, can I steal this? Oh, ain't no way. Ain't no way you can steal these. Oh. Hell yeah. Huh, what we got here? Ooh, heavy machine gun. Time for some upgrades. Oh, I get scored. I didn't even know that. I was just having fun.
The arrivals plaza for landing bay 3 is up ahead.
We've got heavy fighting in the plaza. Bravo.
Oh, we're in
Move
first
forward, but
person.
Maintain cover.
Roger that.
Guess it's time for the real thing.
Your suit is performing at nominal levels, Sam.
Never had a girl say that to me before.
Classic. Let's roll. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, that's the good stuff.
A little warmer reception than I was hoping for.
Oop, wrong gun. Get a little bit of that for you. Alright, we're definitely way too far, so let's get into some cover. How about a grenade? Yeah, that'll do it.
Out of the way!
Okay, see, this is cover-based shooting.
Get out of the way!
Heavy gun. Yeah, no, the other one has a little bit more precision. Ow, 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 ow. Got him. See if we could throw a grenade up there. Hell yeah, we got him.
Sam, back up! You're moving too far forward.
Don't worry.
Sorry about that. I was getting a little excited.
Sam, I'm picking up some sort of interference on the scanners. Looks temporal.
You think they're zapping something in?
Looks to be that way. Not bad. Oh, looks like someone needs help.
Have some juice.
You're up.
Hold still. Administering epi. This is gonna be fun.
Let's yoink this. Ooh.
Enemy reinforcements are closing in on your position.
Are there any other ways to get up top?
It looks like you're just going to have to fight through this one.
Repel the enemy forces. Bring them on!
The gate's open now.
Good. Let's go.
Ooh. Come on. Come on, baby, come on. Oh! Hey, Megatron, I didn't know you were in this game. Alright. We good, we good, we Gucci.
We're clear.
Gotcha. Woo!
The main gate is above you. You need to get up there and open it.
Appreciate you. You do a lot better job than Cortana.
I need some backup.
Franklin, Rios, you two escort Sam. Everyone else, provide cover.
Bro, Gears of War was anything like this? Holy.
2 enemy transports approaching from the rear.
Prepare to intercept enemy transports.
Alright, let's see what you got. Oh, that thing looks like it's gonna blow up. Who else wants some? Come on, come on! Oh, I'm out of rounds, bud. That's what you get. Ooh!
A heat source is coming up from within the substructure.
I need a bit more intel than that.
Data analysis complete. It's highly probable we're looking at the Russian KNRB-0 Argus robot that's been at the center of the arms control debate.
KNRB.
Oh shit!
Killing multiple spots.
I think I'm gonna need a bigger gun.
Jeez, seriously, just wow.
It's a monocoque design. They sacrificed armor for payload capacity, so the outer shell should have some strength issues.
Give that guy a raise.
Rather go all out than bother with defense. Time to hit hard and make him regret it.
Ooh, yeah. That's one. Oh boy. I think it spotted me. Oh yeah, it definitely spotted me. Alright, we almost got it. Alright. Ah, wrong way. Charging up. Oh! Okay, we got hit hard that time. Must be that time. Ah, damn. Take an upgrade for this gun. Come on, come on, come on. Down it goes. Whew. Oh, crap!
It initiated its transformation. Most likely to connect to its generator and fire its large radius laser.
This thing's a goddamn transformer? Oh, hell. I mean, awesome, but oh, hell. Ooh, close one. Oh. Ow. Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that. Time to roll. Woohoo! Oh, holy crap, that's a big laser. Alright. Ooh, hell yeah. Hero time. Woohoo! Quick time events, let's go. Eat this. Ooh.
Can you see the core at the center of its torso?
Yep.
burned. You hear that?
Yeah, I heard. Bravo! Everyone fire on that floor!
Give us some good damage. Good damage. Okay. Oh hell, that's big laser! Big laser! You're up, you're up. Looks like it's got some weak points on its legs. Let's juice it up.
I'll take this.
Okay. Oh crap. Woo-wee! Alright. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, this baby be hitting harder. A little bit more. We almost got it. Yeah! I swear to God, if there's a phase 3. No, I think we got it. Whew. Oh, I am sweating on my controller because of that. Holy crap.
Objective complete. Well done.
If you say so.
No time for pissing in the wind. Let's go.
Gladly.
I mean, we're not pissing in the wind. We kind of just
I've
piss in
opened
our
the main
suits.
Bravo, advance through the gate. Keep it closed until reinforcements arrive.
We'll use some EMPs.
Can we adapt that teleportation system to get around the colony?
We're still working on that at DARPA.
And you haven't tried it on humans yet?
No, but when we did try it out, we had a rat who literally had its head shoved up its ass.
Figures that's the best you could do.
Ooh,
Hey, it'll be at
sniper
least
rifle.
3 more years before we can get a human in that state.
You're going to be rendezvousing with friendlies ahead. Sending over coordinates.
What you got?
Understood. Bravo, move out.
Upgraded, baby. A sniper rifle? Oh, now you got me all kinds of tingles. Yeah, I can see the upgrades coming in. Hold up. Ooh! Okay, okay, I see you. Gotcha. Oh, baby. Damn. That's one way to get around. Oh yeah, we can even blind fire. Let's fucking go. Oh, I'm having way too much damn fun. Okay. Now that you're closer, time for the heavy. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh, we're having fun now, lads and lasses. Woo! Alright, let's head up. Woo!
Burns, look. He's trying to lure us. I know that.
You want me to sacrifice an entire unit to help 3 men?
No, me do it. You just keep your eyes off my ass.
Damn. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
Enemy transport ship nearing your position.
You know, I think that shock treatment actually fixed my back problems.
Bet you can get one of those things on eBay.
Old school reference there. Oh.
This'll come in handy.
Alright, let's get to it, shall we?
Thanks, sir. I didn't think anyone was coming for me.
Leave no man behind. Oh, you and me, baby. We getting personal. Ow!
All clear.
Oh. Almost bit it there.
Thanks. You saved the others?
Yeah, they're already free.
They're lost. Those bindings felt great.
Get up.
I don't believe this.
The gate is
Duh.
open. There should be an elevator on the
I
other
guess
side.
all 3 of them had an electric kink.
That's our ticket out. Head for the elevator.
Oh man, it's that dreadful clicking again. I'm out of grenades. Not out of options. Alright, heavy gun for close quarters. Let's go. What the heck is this? The hell is this?
Enemy!
He's got hell of an ammo supply for that chain.
We'll handle this.
You two, stay here.
Yes, sir!
Will you die? Come on, we're moving.
Shit.
Alright. Oh.
Not what I was after, but it'll do.
Yep. Gotcha. Who's next? Yeah, clever. Okay, so even the barrier's got its own defense for the defense. Okay. Come on, come on. Let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. Oh, he's got a sniper rifle. I want that.
We have some juice. This is gonna be fun.
Gotcha. Go ahead, expose yourself. Yo, this music gets you hyped. Anti-personnel, anti-armor pistol. Huh. That's a tough decision now, isn't it? You know what? Let's give it a shot.
Burns! Over there!
Fuck those idiots.
Wait! You're just gonna leave them out there?
Cover them from above.
Lock and load.
Ooh, what do we have here? I don't know what this does, but I'm dying to. Oh! Oh, you could do it while sliding?
Get out of the way. Sam, clear out. Take down the remaining Reds and get back through the...
Oh, close one.
Burns! I still got one out there.
You shut that thing.
Still held back.
Let's get some style points in. Oh! Oh, I went to that one. Oh, damn. Okay. Not this time. Alright, I'm starting to get... Alright. Nicely done.
Close the gate! Leave me! You okay?
Oof. Okay, this game's a lot of fun. I can see why it was so hyped up. Ooh, can I get that?
Sam, I'm going high. Burns! Take the squad down the low road.
You don't need me to hold your hand?
That's it.
Drag your sorry ass into battle.
Damn. Oh, fun gun is over.
I'm pinned down by a fixed turret up here. I'm drawing fire, but I need one of you to get rid of the damn thing.
Can do. Ah, can't go that way.
Over here, you pansy ass vacuum cleaner. Now, open fire!
Come on, get up.
Look at you,
Nice.
all bored again hard. Hope you can keep it up.
Not your turret, bitch, Burns.
That's it.
I'll take this.
I'll take what I can get. Thank you. He's got time to smoke, too.
Hold still. Administering empty. Have some juice.
Damn. Another gun down.
You can pay me back later.
I'll take that. Ooh, what a shot. Got him.
We're clear. You still screwing around down here? Up top is clean and clear.
Tough son of a bitch.
What you got for me?
Not what I was after, but it'll do.
Plasma assault rifle. You know what? I'll take that. I could use a bit more speed. I think there was another one. Oh, we got more grenades. Where's the... That's a shotgun. Looking. Wait. There we go.
Be fun.
Ooh, got some EMP grenades.
Ambush! Spread out!
What the hell? What hit me? Oh, that's what hit me. I wonder if an EMP will work on that thing. Oh, what do you know? Oh! Come on. Oof! Okay.
Hold still. Ministry empty.
Gotcha. I don't like the way it's looking at me. Ooh. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
This is a bigger pain than I thought it'd be.
I've got 3 Victory APCs heading for you.
Ah, something we can rely on for once. Your DARPA railguns are a piece of work, let me tell you.
I love getting upgrades. This stuff's actually pretty damn good. Should work on getting the upgrades for the grenades, too. But yeah, movement is definitely key in this game.
Someone blow that thing up.
Sam, remember the high explosives equipped in the suit?
Coming right up.
Oh,
Fire in the hole!
could have really used those.
You're safe to detonate now.
Boom! Move on through!
Darkness, huh? Yeah, definitely could have been a Gears of War game.
Just one of you.
Mike 2 was destroyed by enemy fire, and Mike 4 had a mechanical.
Par for the course.
I mean, shit, I'll take it.
Enemies ahead.
They won't be for long.
Relax. We take them on here, and we risk the structural integrity of the tunnel.
DARPA eggheads.
Scan and acquire all weapons.
Not approach that thing.
Ooh. Okay, I'm liking this one quite a bit.
Running the show?
That thing is called a jellyfish. It's an area superiority guided mobile explosive, easily capable of destroying the light bunker.
Don't even think about getting close to that thing. It'll take us all out.
What about the tunnel?
I don't know. You got any better ideas?
Mike 7-2, our electric systems were damaged in that last burst. We could really use some fire support. Over!
Mike 7's taking fire. Cover them!
Okay, good to know.
Mike 7-2, what is your status? Do you copy?
Roger, Bravo 6 actual. We're at half armor and our gunner's seriously injured. Another hit and we're done.
Understood, Mike 7-2. We'll keep you clear. Over.
They're swarming above us!
It's fine. We need to take down the jellyfish first.
Hey, fuck, I'll take that. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Whoo! Alright.
Mike 7-2, barricade up ahead. We cannot.
What in the hell is this?
Mike 7-2. Everyone, listen up. We need to remove that barricade and continue our advance.
Oh, I see what it does.
Why is that thing still in the way? Someone take care of it now.
Whew. Ow, 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 ow.
Hold still. Administering enemy.
Whew. Okay. Alright.
The APC is still stuck. You need to remove that barricade.
Doing my best here.
Explosives are set.
That's not going to be enough to take down the barricade. You need to place another set of charges.
Not what I was after, but it'll do.
Why is that thing still in the way? Someone take care of it now.
Explosive set. Take cover.
Good. Now get out of there, Sam. I'll let you know when you're outside the blast radius.
Good to know.
Path clear. Everyone move on through.
Still picking up signs of enemy activity. Proceed with caution.
They aren't gonna go away. When do we get out of this tunnel?
Still a ways to go.
Frickin' A, mate. Sam disc launcher. No disc launcher. This that'll be fun. Ah, I see what it uses. Jeez. Give myself a little bit of extra time.
Mike 7-2, our engine's move on! Get the fire out! No! No!
For fuck's sake, we got a lot of them. Okay, so the EMPs work. Ooh. No, you don't. No, you don't. Whoo!
Clear.
Lordy. Ah, just barely made it. And nobody died. How about that? Jeez. Oh, I'm that low on ammo.
Calm the fuck down! Everyone group up!
Shove some tungsten up this tunnel's ass!
Roger that!
This colony won't be walking straight for a while. Straight shot to the core of the colony now. Keep moving.
Wait! Your path is obstructed ahead.
There another way around?
There should be a large service lift ahead on the left. Use that to head up.
Damn! Got all eyes over here!
Defend the lift!
Get out of the way!
Oh, we got a huge amount.
Mike 7-2, is that railgun ready?
We're good to go, Bravo 6!
Then shoot the damn thing!
Rocket launcher.
Have some juice.
We got this, we got this. Boom! Target down.
Look out! Something's headed your way!
Boost machine
Where?
gun.
We can't see a thing from here.
It's right below you!
I'll take that.
Holy shit!
Look alive! Here they come!
This stuff is just non-stop action. Oh, crap baskets. Ooh. Close one of that. Alright. Can we upgrade the laser? We can. Another one down.
Get out of the way!
Come on, come on. Almost got it, almost got it. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, another upgrade. Oh, let's upgrade the laser a little bit more. Hell yeah. That is the good stuff. Lock on laser, eh? That's a new one. What's
Not
this
what I
do?
was after, but it'll do.
Oh, that thing.
Area clear. Good. Everyone to the left.
Take the lift to the left. There should be a control panel on board.
Yep. Easy peasy, baby. Easy peasy. Whew. I am sweating through this. The fact that it still plays this good, even now. Huh. Oh good, everyone's still alive. How about that?
What happened?
Oh.
Not sure. Incidentally, the other lift appears to be in motion.
All right, he's coming up to say hello.
We've got company, Bravo.
I like that
Get ready to
animation.
roll out the welcome mat. Yes, sir.
Out of the
I
way!
like that animation. That's just all kinds of yes for me. RPG for you. And the cover system, oof. Even when it's low cover and he's just prone behind it. Damn.
Packing in. Should be okay.
You say that. You say that, but my scanner says otherwise. Oh, they got more reinforcements.
Elena, isn't that Professor Candide?
Professor?
No doubt about it. Sam, you have to help him.
I know, but I'm kind of busy right now.
Let's get this big guy out of the way first. Moving up. Oh. Oh. I had no idea we were still dealing with those things.
Get out of the way!
Gotcha. Alright, skip this. Come on. They really used the Wilhelm scream on that one. Oh my goodness, classic.
Professor! Sam!
What the? Oh. Yo. He's trying to steal our stuff. He's trying to steal our freaking style. Oh, and you get a jetpack?
That will be fun enough.
Zaitsev, what do you want with Candy?
There is much I want from Mr. Candy.
He's got freaking armor core. Ow. Good to know they make suits with extra crotch space.
I wonder if this asshole realizes we patented the orange suit.
All right.
Moving pretty good for a knockoff.
Ooh, it looks like you missed me there, bud.
Yeah, thrusters. Might as well have put a big fucking spoiler on an FA.
Oh shit, even the dialogue slows down. Okay, that's attention to detail right there. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. There's the mashing I've been waiting for. Eat my Gundam Hand of Fate punch. Woo! Oh, don't run away. I was just getting warmed up.
Our business here is done. Das Vidania.
No!
Met a lot of Russian bad guys throughout games.
Fuck me.
But that's pretty good. Whew! Oh man, that is some... Tactical challenges are now available. A challenge option has been added to your title screen.
Why didn't you tell me about the professor?
It didn't come up.
So this is a rescue mission for you two?
My orders are classified.
Not when we're on the lines together. I need to know everything you know.
Elena and I do not fall under military jurisdiction, Lieutenant Colonel.
I think what you're trying to say is fuck off.
Hacking now.
I think what you're trying to say is fuck off. I mean, kinda.
Blood, bitches.
Still though, pretty good for a controller. Probably be even more crazy with mouse and keyboard.
What do I do when I get up top?
There should be a freight transport on the highest level platform. Try hacking it.
Okay, let's head for that platform.
I think this engine has aged rather well, in my personal opinion. Because, goddamn, the amount of personality this thing has and how smooth it runs. Oh, crap baskets. But now we actually got a sniper rifle.
Out of the way!
Don't worry, bud, I got you. Fastest medic in this entire universe. Ooh, that's not what I was
after, but it'll do.
When the cover has nothing else left to protect, it starts fighting back. How about that? Okay, let's go for an upgrade for the sniper rifle. So I sure as hell would like to use this thing a hell of a lot more. Oh yeah, that gun. That one's actually a beauty, but I'm gonna stick with the laser for the time being. But all around, this game is fun. Imagine this as multiplayer, at least in terms of movement and gun mechanics.
Where's the freight
Bruh,
transport?
The room is on the other side of that
Apex
door.
wouldn't even
You'll want
stand
to
a
take
chance.
The stairs in their upper level.
Headed there now.
Ooh. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, can't go that way. Gotcha. Gotcha. Boom. Ooh, maybe. Oh, here we go. Thank goodness I took the sniper rifle. Whew.
That's the staircase.
Gotcha.
All right. I'm just like, haha! Oh, wait. Now, haha!
Fun.
Ammo capacity is increased. Oh, yeah, it has. I don't walk up the stairs, I slide.
This place is overrun.
They're jamming the control interfaces. You can't hack in until you get rid of those RIs.
Fun.
We were gonna get rid of them men.
Ah. Damn. Thank God for EMPs, but I need to get the hell out of here. I have an idea. It's crazy, but I have an idea. Medic on its way. You're good to go, mate. Aw, it's just so smooth with the transitions. Oh, I'm out.
Get out of the way.
Boom. Boosted machine gun.
Enemy aircraft approaching at high speed. You need to get aboard now.
Grab on!
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Be a little bit more careful next time. Got it, Elena?
Sorry.
Damn flies must be looking to get swatted. Bravo, time to recycle these tin cans.
Fast movers, baby. Okay, we'll do one more mission, then we're gonna switch over to story time.
Closing in from behind your position.
Let's go, Bravo! Get to the back of this thing!
Okay, so far so good. Damn, just look at this. Look at this place.
Numerous small craft approaching on a fast vector to your position.
We'll take them out before they get on board.
Kill the pilot, the rest will fall.
Swarm of enemies below you.
Out fucking stand.
How fucking standing. Ooh. Alright, come on. Come on. Get closer, makes it easier to hit. Gotcha.
Enemy ship approaching on your 6.
Roger that.
Defensive positions.
Time to take you down. Down you go.
You think we shook him off?
Seems like it.
Famous last words. Oh, never mind. We actually did. Holy crap.
Freight transport coming your way.
Enemy?
No other possibility, Sam.
Oh, lovely.
If you continue on your present course, you'll intercept the neighboring corridor in approximately 2 minutes.
The enemy is matching speed. They might be trying for a collision.
Take out the combatants on that transport. Then I'll hack in and kill its propulsion systems.
Come on. We got this. We got this. All right. Oh, I thought that was killing the train. That was just spawning more. Oh, what the hell? It's okay. I got you, bud.
Hold still. Administering enemy.
Okay. Yeah, this game's fucking awesome.
60 seconds. Are you ready?
Born ready for this. Gotcha.
30 seconds to intercept. You've got less than 15 seconds now.
On.
All
Yes.
right. We got rid of the RIs. Your turn.
Relax. We're already clear on my end.
Whew.
Looks like we're in the clear.
Works for me.
The track is damaged. We're derailing.
Grab onto something.
Holy crap. Yeah, this game's just a non-stop through, right?
The propulsion systems were destroyed by that hit.
Damn it.
I think we still made it out
It's
okay.
too quiet. No sign of enemy units in the area?
Nothing on the scanner.
Stay frosty. I want you ready to shoot if you see so much as a fucking Roomba.
You call
That-
for evac?
The call's in, but it's gonna take some time.
You'd think they'd come running for a little bird like you, Burns.
You've got enemies approaching, dead ahead.
Here they come.
We're gonna have to hold them off until reinforcements arrive.
Gotcha. That's one way to do it.
I'll take this.
I'm showing enemy forces in the adjacent building.
There are enemies in every building.
Man's got a point. Okay, I need to get a clear shot on this one. Gotcha.
Bad news. Large troop transport inbound.
Where are they coming from?
Everywhere.
Guess we're playing holdout.
This is a damn hornet's nest.
Let me get them off our backs.
Sam, I'm releasing the limiters on the R suit.
Limiters, huh? Hell yeah. Hey!
Last year's model. Elena, take control of this thing.
Whenever you're ready, Sam.
Oh, hell, this is...
Burns! We'll be fine! Keep moving forward!
Hold on. Coming after you.
The train has arrived at the station.
Burns!
Oh no!
Shit.
I mean, the man was ready to die. We are ripping this place apart. Do we have any guns on this thing?
I'll fire on them with the automatic turret.
That would be nice.
I'll match my aim to yours, so all you have to do is target them, and I'll do the rest.
Oh, okay, that's pretty handy.
The gate is closing.
Banking right.
What's my location?
Northern part of the city complex. You've got a good lead on your pursuers.
That doesn't mean they ain't gonna stop trying.
Preparing to engage.
Hold your fire. I'm a DARPA operative.
We've got a situation ahead. You DARPA folks need to fall back.
Hey, Elena.
I should lower your speed, right?
You kidding? Go faster. I want a piece of the action.
We're not taking responsibility if you end up KIA, sir.
I don't expect you to. Now where's the fight?
That's the right attitude to have. Oh, I could fire both her guns and my guns. Oh, yeah. Now, we're talking. Oh, hell yes. Woo!
Elena, slow down.
Slowing now.
Now see, that's proper communication right there. Oh, there goes that transport. What else you got?
Well, that wasn't very much fun.
I'm increasing velocity.
Got it.
Woo! Let's go! Pedal to the metal. Oh. We can take him down. We've done it before.
Oh, fuck me.
Bail out!
Ah, shit!
Ah, fuck. Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Sam!
I actually wouldn't mind having that as a suit for my character.
Not gonna live that one down.
Ideas for a
Well,
model
at least
later
you're
on.
alive.
Noted.
Hey, not so loud. I already feel like a drum course beating on my skull.
Another cigarette.
Where do I need to go?
You're going to have to head to the airport.
I'm sure our robot friend will be happy to see me again.
Sorry, I don't see any way around it.
And off I go.
Smoke breaks over. God damn, just, ooh. Yep, this is definitely made by Platinum, because I could feel it in my hands. Alright. Definitely something. Alright. Let's go ahead and we are going to swap over here. And while that is being done, give me a quick second. There we go. Oh. That is definitely a change of pace. That is definitely a change of pace. Oh, man. That was... That was something else right there, let me tell you. That was... Fuck. Alright. I need to hydrate a little bit here, cause... Good God. That was intense. Oh. Whew, wow. Really gets your heart going with that. Just, oh boy. Alright. Now let's get a little spoopy. Just a little spoopy. Wait 1 second. I need to check something here with the sound. Okay, now we're good. There we go. And just a few minor touches here. I need to see something dark side, something complete, something. Ooh, I'm liking that a lot. Okay, and... Ooh, perfect. Just a wee bit perfect. Now, seeing how we are all nice and cozy and well fed and warm, today's story is perfect for this time of year. For outside, just out there in the trees, there lives a creature that a lot of you may be quite familiar with. Its constant hunger, its stretched, thinned, deformed body. And of course, we can't forget its ability to mimic others. This story comes from a creepypasta of the Wendigo. So sit back, clutch that safety blanket of yours a little tighter, and we are going to dive into a story of legends. Algonquin legends say the Wendigo was once a man, like you and me. Poisoned by greed and gluttony, the man turned into a pale, gaunt creature. Sunken eyes, reaching limbs, and that insatiable hunger. Always hungry, it searches constantly for its next meal. But it only gets worse, no matter how much it eats. My name is Charles Keeper. I was an investigative reporter for the local paper in Wisconsin. If that sounds impressive, then you have the completely wrong idea about my career. Most, they sent me out in the middle of nowhere to investigate supernatural events and creatures. Half of the people I talked to were pulling their bullshit stories out of their ass, while the other half were hopelessly deluded. Not exactly the perfect job, but this will at least put food on the table. The last investigation brought me to a small town nestled in the very deep northern forests of Wisconsin. Curious among you who do not seek out this town, I will omit its name. It's for your own good. In any case, this little remote settlement made a small buzz after a young man living with his mother were reported murdered. One he committed it himself, and another he claimed was the work of the Wendigo. The man, who I shall simply call Robert, told the authorities he heard a scream while hunting one evening. Following the noise down one game trail, he found his neighbor half-eaten, while a skeletal white creature stood over him, covered in blood. Robert shot several rounds into the creature, and then burned its body. The body of the Wendigo was later identified as that of a man who had gone missing 15 years prior. Robert, he never stood trial. To get a closer look at this full story, I first met Robert at his home. I realized this isn't the smartest idea, visiting a confessed murderer on his own property. I had to have made certain his mother would join us. Even a crazed killer would not hurt an innocent reporter in front of his mother. Or at least, it gave me comfort. Their home was a shack, battered and broken. Dust fogged up the windows, weeds strangling the rickety porch. And at the front door was Robert, waiting eagerly for me. Hung at an angle and swung with the gentlest of breeze. "You're here," Robert said. He sounded surprised, but pleasantly so. His lips curled into a wide, yellow-toothed smile, and then flattered, falling into a gloomy frown. We shook hands and headed on into the living room. The room smelled of spilled beer and old deli meat. He invited me to sit down on the couch, no doubt the source of the dizzying stench. "Thank you for agreeing to meet," I said. "I know you went through what must have been something very difficult, so I'm not going to pry too deep. But if you would, recount that day for me in as much detail as you can. Our readers, they are eager to hear the truth." Robert simply shrugged. "Ain't nothing. People deserve the truth, even if it's hard to hear." "I couldn't agree more," I said, as I attempted to force a smile. "Truth be told, I'm just happy someone actually wants to hear my story." "The newspapers, you read them?" you said. "They make me out to be some sort of lunatic killer." "I do work for the newspaper," I said, "but we're dedicated to all sides of the story, which also includes yours. Now, Robert, whenever you're ready." I pulled out my notebook and pen. Robert scratched his head, then glanced up. His brows scrunched together as if he struggled to recall the story. Then he began to speak. "Nothing special about that day," he said. "Went out hunting. There was some game trails back through the woods. Didn't find nothing, of course, and night came all too quick, so I decided to head back home." "And that's when you found your neighbor and the—" I paused. Robert nodded. "Wasn't 3 yards from the backyard, if you can believe it." I couldn't. At first, I didn't see anything. Like I said, night came all too quick that day. The clouds across the sky, so not a moon or a star that could be seen. But I heard it. This thing made an unsettling sound, like a dog gnawing on a bone. And then down the path, I shine my flashlight. I see it. And Kev. Kev is your neighbor. Robert nodded. And the creature. The Wendigo? Yes, the Wendigo. What did it look like? I asked. It was tall. White limbs that stretched. Skin so thin as it didn't even fit the bones. And its eyes, they were sunken in, you know? It's like staring into two black pits. Cold. Dead. It was nothing but hunger and hate. His brow pinched together and his mouth fell open. Then there was the blood. There was blood everywhere. On its arms, on its face, on its chest. And there was Kev. Before continuing, Robert cleared his throat, muttered something under his breath that I couldn't even catch. God bless him. He was torn to shreds, and that beast, it still had bits of him in its teeth. I brought out my gun, I pumped 5 shots into it, No hesitation. You and Kev, were you close? He was a good guy. Went hunting together on an occasion. Ma said he went looking for me in the evening. Wanted to ask me something. Now I'll never know what he wanted to say. He stared into the distance for a moment. I was beginning to wonder where his mother was. So far, she hadn't made an appearance, and the longer the silence lingered, the more uncomfortable it became for me. I cleared my throat and said, "And the 5 shots, did they kill the creature?" Seemed so. It howled something awful and fell to the ground. But I don't take chances. I knew that it was as soon as I saw it, and I know the legends. Only fire can kill a Wendigo. So I ran back home, got some gas, and I lit that fucker up. His face now spread with a proud smile. The police identified the Wendigo as... Before I could continue, Robert interrupted. "Yeah, I know. But I didn't know him." "You think it was this man or something else?" I asked. Robert shrugged. "Could be. They say the Wendigo used to be a human. A small, shriveled up woman shuffled into the living room as we were talking. "Ain't no human," she said with a harsh, combative tone. "Ma," Robert said, I told you before, she said. "Wendigo just means evil spirit. It ain't no human. I told you before, Robbie." "You think it's a spirit?" I asked his mother. "I do. You know how many people have gone missing over the past 50 years? 5. We're only 100 people in this town. Something ain't right with that forest. It ain't natural. Want my advice? Stay away." I let out a small chuckle. "Funny you should say that. I was just about to ask you if you'd show me where you found the Wendigo." "I can show you where the game trail starts," Robert said. "But even I don't go down that way anymore. Not after that night." "You're not thinking of looking around, are you?" His eyes twinkled with a genuine concern. Robert may have been a murderer, but I could tell he truly believed the story he told me. "You already killed the Wendigo. So what is there left for me to fear then?" His mother scowled. Don't go looking for trouble," she said, "'cause you'll find it. And then you will be sorry." A good reporter would follow up on the story with the police. If Robert's mother was right, the town had too many missing persons that could be explained. But I'm not a good reporter. I just wanted to go home. It didn't matter whether or not I got to the bottom of the story. my readers would still eat the garbage up anyway. So I went out into the woods. One night in the forest, and I call the story finished. It's not like I expected anything. The forest was just the forest. Once you've seen one, you've practically seen them all. Dead brown leaves blanketed the floor while reaching. Black branches blinded the sky. And through the woods ran a winding dirt path where Robert used to hunt. After walking up and down the trail for roughly an hour, a starless, moonless night had cast everything into shadow. So I decided to hunker down and make camp for the night. Set up a tent and I lit a small fire just to keep me warm. Once the flames grew tall enough and bright, I pulled out my notebook. Late in the evening, I heard strange noises, I wrote. Rustling trees, muffled chatter, a shadow shifting among the silhouettes of all the trees. Could have been a person or an animal, but something felt off. The hairs on my neck stood straight up. It wasn't from the cold. I wasn't feeling safe anymore. None of it was true. I hadn't experienced anything outside the forest's usual sights and sounds. The fire cracked. I sighed. I was tired of spending nights alone in the forest, making up stories about a fictional monster. There are much better ways to spend one's time and make one's money. I was still young. Maybe I could switch newspapers and write something real for a change. Then there was a crack. Then another. This time, they hadn't come from the fire. I squinted into the dark forest. Could it have been some kind of animal? I mean, all sorts came out during the night. Possums, raccoons, skunks, and so on. But as I reached into the woods, I saw branches bending and snapping. Whatever this animal was, it was large. A coyote, perhaps? The leaves rustled. The sound had become close. Whatever was approaching the fire, I looked long and hard to find the source of the noise. And then I saw the shadow passing from tree to tree. Robert? Is that you? There was no answer. Nothing. Now I start to grow afraid. Against all logic, I entertained the possibility that maybe Robert and his mother were right. Maybe there were such things as wendigos and evil spirits. I hope it wasn't that. But just in case, I grabbed a log and lit one at the end in the fire. Robert said only fire could kill the wendigo. Maybe it's BS, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Before long, the noises had stopped. I sat there patiently waiting, listening, with the flame in my hand. Minutes had passed, but the forest remained silent. I slowly began to relax. The campfire, which I had but all forgotten about, had burned down to its last embers. The dark coals smoldered faintly. So, I placed my makeshift weapon on top and tried to coax the fire back to life. But then all of a sudden, a crunch of leaves close behind me. I turned around immediately, but nothing. Only my tent trembling to a slight cool breeze. I built the fire back up into a great blaze. With this amount of heat and light, it gave me strength. For hours I had watched the flames dance and listened for any type of noise, big or small. Thankfully, though, all was quiet. And by the time the fire finally died, I was exhausted, but calm. With my fears behind me, I headed into my tent to rest. And it was then I saw it for the first time. Its face, not human, was a palette of skull adorned with gnarled black antlers to fit inside the tent, and towering creature hunching over its limbs. But its body was not pale or emaciated, as Robert had described. It looked solid, black flesh, with muscles wide and bulging. And at the next was this gossamer fog. However, I didn't get a look long enough before it knocked me out cold with a swipe of the head. Later, when I regained consciousness, I woke up in this dingy cave with this raging headache. And then a chill had run down my spine. I was naked, bound to a rock slab, and utterly terrified. Beside me were two other slabs, each with a pale, naked body on them. Even in the dark, you could see the curve of their bones pressing so tight against their skin, you thought it might even burst. They were dead. They had to be. Yet when I called out for help, both bodies stirred suddenly, as if they were waking from a sleep. You're alive. Oh, thank God. Where are we? How long have you been here? What's even happening? My questions came flooding out, but all I received in response were grunts and groans. Two people craned their necks to look at me, and when I saw their faces, I shrieked in horror. These weren't people anymore. Their eyes had receded into their skull. Their teeth had narrowed to beastly points. Blood sores spotted their hairless scalps, scars marked with gaunted cheeks. And when they looked at me, they gnashed their teeth and licked their tattered lips. I had no doubts Robert had seen one of these creatures. But why were they tied up? And what was the creature I saw in my tent? I didn't know. All 3 stone slabs faced along a gaping tunnel that stabbed deep into the hillside, far from any touch of light. I strained just to see the end, but I couldn't see anything. As I peered into this black tunnel, I saw a white skull and black antlers emerge silently. Hey! Hey! Who are you? What do you want? The creature eyed me with a hallowed stare, then sank back into the darkness. My heart raced in my chest as I struggled against my restraints, but to of no avail. I felt around for something to help me escape, but the ropes pressed down on my wrists. I could only reach fruitlessly with the tips of my fingers. No, I muttered in a shrill, frantic voice. No. Please, help me. Help! My breaths grew short and shallow until my lungs were trembling. No matter how hard I grasped, I couldn't even get enough air. Soon, my vision had spun, and then everything went black. When I woke up, I found my captor seated on a rock. Though I had no eyes to blink, the creature was staring at me. What do you want? I asked. It cocked its head to one side but said nothing. What are you? The creature grumbled low in its throat. Are you a ghost? A spirit? Is that it? A spirit? The creature murmured in the deep, guttural voice. Whatever words it spoke, it was no language I had heard of. A demon? A Wendigo? Or something? Wendigo, it said in a menacing tone. The Wendigo stood and approached me. It lowered its hand towards my bare chest and then growled. Then pulled its hand back. The Wendigo turned and walked towards the next captive. The pale beast on the table was already squirming with anticipation. What is it that you want? I asked. The creature spoke several words in a foreign tongue that I couldn't make out, nor could I even understand. Food. Must. Starve. It said as it scanned the captive's willow body. I had no idea what that meant, but I didn't like it. I barraged it with more questions, but it simply just ignored me. Then, as if almost producing it out of thin air, a short steel knife. Without hesitation, he pressed the keen blade against the captive's sickly white skin. The beast wailed in pain as the Wendigo shaved off a sliver of its skin. When the deed was done, the bony creature raised its head, mouth agape. It stretched toward towards the slice of flesh like a flower to the sun. Then, while chanting, it fed its prisoner. In an instant, the meager strip of the skin was gone, consumed without a second thought. But the chant continued. And when they finally ended, the pale beast began to whimper and shrank in on itself and trembled. Delighted in its fear, the Wendigo let out a sound as if it was chuckling. Then after a long, silent moment, it thrusted its hands into the beast's stomach. Soon, the cave was filled with shrieks of the victim, horror, pain, and of course the Wendigo's moans for pleasure. I was too scared to watch. I couldn't. As for the Wendigo, it had moved to its next victim. The cruel laughter echoed the cave, and the shrilling whimpers of its imprisoned. Then the ritual began again. Heard the cry of steel, then pain, then pleasure. Organs being squished, and the groan, blood being spilled. All the while I wondered when it would be my turn to suffer at its touch. However, when the Wendigo finished, it merely turned and disappeared back into the tunnel. That's when I realized it was not yet my time. Time, they say, is relative, and in that cave, with no light to signal the day, could have been days, weeks, even months, as I stayed strapped to the stone. Hunger had gnawed at my belly, aching worse than anything I've ever felt before. At times, I even caught the Wendigo watching me from the shadows, as if it was waiting for something. He didn't say a word. He continued to torture the other prisoners, but left me alone. After that, he would return back into the tunnel and disappear for hours on end. With the Wendigo gone, I searched frantically for some way to free myself, but I couldn't think of anything. One day I heard the wind howl from somewhere behind me. Another day, rain just pattering against the stone. The exit couldn't have been too far away. In time, the pain of starvation became so unbearable. The only thing I could think of was food. I even chewed off the dried flakes on my lips in a desperate attempt to fill my belly. But if I didn't even touch my hunger, God, I would have eaten anything if you put it in front of me. Of course, this is exactly what it was waiting for. Food must starve. It didn't take long to figure out what it meant. I had watched the Wendigo enough to know it wasn't torturing the other prisoners. It was feeding off of their pain, their starvation, their hunger. Then the day came where the Wendigo stood before me. It was my turn. I had starved enough. My heart quaked when I felt the Wendigo's short steel blade. But I suffered the pain with pride. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. He had not yet broken me. And when my flesh was forced into my mouth, I spit it back out. But the Wendigo, it didn't care. It hacked off another chunk of meat, grabbed my jaw in a firm grip, and shoved that flesh down my throat. As I swallowed my pride and the flesh both, it began to mutter again. These words meant nothing. Even so, I felt this strange sensation seep into my veins, as if my achy, unrelenting hunger had expanded out of my stomach and into the rest of my body. While I pondered what was happening to me, the Wendigo forced its hand into my abdomen. Its fingers throbbed as it wrapped around my stomach, twisting it and tearing it open. My entrails surrendered to the Wendigo, bursting under its strong grip. The pain was imaginable. I roared in agony while the Wendigo moaned with delight. No man or woman should have to endure what I did. Worse than the pain, the Wendigo's pleasure was the knowledge I could do nothing to stop it. I was helpless. Not just then, but for years. I thought I would grow accustomed to torture, resign myself to it. But pain is a very funny thing. When you feel it intense enough and often enough, you don't grow numb to it. You grow more sensitive. It traumatizes you. Every moment, every day you fear it. Scared, helpless. That's what I was for so many years. You may wonder how I survived so long on just meager scraps carved from my body. The Wendigo did something to me. Call it a spell, a curse, whatever you want. But I survived. I survived and I starved, so the Wendigo could feed for years to come. What that creature did, it changed me. Slowly, almost without notice, I became like the other prisoners. My hair fell out, my eyes sank into my skull. My skin drained of all color. Even my thoughts started to disappear, consumed by this irresistible, this insatiable hunger. I could only cling desperately to my humanity. I forced myself to recall my favorite songs, my hobbies, even the faces of my loved ones. But it was fading, all of it, and it was fading fast. And soon, there would be nothing. What's more, I heard things. Deep within that tunnel, thin ghostly voices murmured and growled. I only managed to catch echoes of their words, but it was enough to convince me that I was truly gone mad. Regardless, I managed to escape the cave. That fateful day began not with my freedom, however, but with the freedom of another. Sometime after feeding, when the Wendigo had returned to its tunnel, one of the prisoners rose from its slab with a jagged rock in hand. It walked to the center of the cave and looked at the path behind me, where the soft wind would murmur. I could barely believe it. Of course it was possible after all. Robert had seen and killed one of these creatures. But how many years have I been here? If there was any hope for that poor beast, then maybe there was hope for me. Maybe it would even let me go. As the pale creature walked past me towards the exit, I tried to call out to it, trying to grab its attention. But the only thing came out was a dry croak. After all those years without speech, my body barely remembered how to do it. I poured all my strength into my throat and tried again. "Please," was all I could muster. This was enough. The creature turned around and approached my slab. The look that it gave me, some humanity still lingered in that beast after all. It understood, it pitied me, and it would help me. Or so I thought. Still clutching the pointed rock, it looked down at me. For once, I could see its eyes clearly. They were utterly black. Pupils had expanded until they consumed the entire eye. Inside, I could see nothing. No thought, no emotion. Just hunger. Mouth ajar, the beast grabbed my arm and lifted the rock. All I could do was scream. Then appearing suddenly, the Wendigo caught the creature's wrist. And without the word, the Wendigo dragged his prisoner back to the slab. Desperate to escape, it thrashed at its captor. It clawed and scraped and bit, but it was pointless. The Wendigo took the abuse without even so much as a complaint. In the last-ditch effort to free itself, the creature grabbed one of the Wendigo's antlers, pulled with all of its might. A short, twisted chunk snapped off. The Wendigo wailed in pain. For an instant, the creature was free. However, it only managed to take a step before the Wendigo had come to its senses. With the back of its hand, the Wendigo struck its prisoner across the face. Keen, crooked teeth sprayed across the cave, and then they tinged against the cold stone. Fueled by rage, the Wendigo thrust his hand through the creature's chest. Blood splattered all over the prisoner beside me, who licked up the hot liquid without even remorse. Now one prisoner short, the Wendigo sighed. It muttered something again in its ancient tongue, then grabbed the bloody corpse and dragged it into the tunnel. Halfway down, before disappearing from sight, the Wendigo stopped and looked back at me. I clutched my fists tightly. A cold shiver had run down my spine. In one of them was a tooth that I felt like a miracle in my hand. I prayed to any god that it would listen, not to let that miracle be taken away. And perhaps one of them heard me, because the Wendigo sank back into that darkness. Uncertain for how long it was going to be absent, I waited. The tooth was going to be my key home, but I had to be smart. As expected, the Wendigo returned shortly. It would not let the slab sit empty for long, so it slipped past me, back out into the free world, to find its next victim. After several anxious minutes, I began to work. The tooth I received was a molar. It wasn't very sharp enough to cut the rope, so I honed it against the stone slab. It took hours to narrow the tooth into a razor-like point. And just as I began, I saw through my rope binds. I heard a rustle of cloth against the cave floor. The Wendigo had returned with its prey. This time it was a girl. Blonde, in her 20s, I would take. He laid her against the slab, disrobed her. She was very beautiful. At one time, I may have looked at her with pleasure and desire, but that time, I could only think of how hungry I was. I held on to that sharpened tooth for another week or so, hiding it when necessary. Truth be told, I was too terrified to free myself. If I was to be caught, I would be stuck in that cave forever if it wasn't for a miracle. But what I really needed was a distraction. One day, as the Wendigo carved the sliver of flesh from my thigh, a thin beam of light penetrated our chamber. The light was weak, as if coming from somewhere far off. It might have well have been noontime sun. I hadn't seen light for a very long time. Although the light flickered and slipped away, the sound of footsteps echoed throughout the cave. As soon as I heard the sounds, the Wendigo dropped its knife and vanished into the tunnel. What it feared, I couldn't say. But it was an opportunity, and I took it. I frantically dug the tooth into my binds. Not long after the footsteps, I heard a voice of 3 men calling out for someone. I didn't know the girl's name, but I would assume that they were looking for her. A ray of light flashed our way again, this time wider and stronger. I glanced at the girl. She struggled against her own binds, but to no avail. Her lips moved, but no words came out. Starvation had drained her of all energy. She was helpless, just as I had been so many times before. But not this time. This time, I would be free. I hacked through the restraints even as the men's voices faded along with the thin shift light. Knees wobbly, I pushed myself to my feet. I gave one last look at the depths, that black tunnel, and left as quickly as my legs would allow. The whole time I wondered if the Wendigo would drag me back to the slab, or just kill me as it did the other prisoner. But luck had shown that day. After several minutes of ragged breath and throbbing anxiety, I stumbled through the mouth of the cave and into freedom. For a man that has not seen light in so long, the moon and the stars, they were blinding. And even though I shielded my eyes from them, their presence gave me hope, comfort. Gaunt and naked, I ran through the woods in search of civilization. At some point, I collapsed from the exhaustion But when I woke again, I continued to run, bound by fear and hunger. It was midday when I found a dirt path that wove between the trees. I followed it until I came into contact with a young man on a hike. Naturally, his first response was to scream. "Please," I said. It was the one word I knew and I could say. And this time the hiker responded out of concern. Despite even my horrific transformation I had undergone, he could still tell I was a person. Not just that, I was starving and covered in cuts and scars. "I'm sorry," the man said. "Do you need help? How can I help you?" I took a step closer. The man's cheeks were full of red with life, and along his neck ran a plump, juicy vein. I tried to speak, but this time only a hoarse grumble came out. "Water? Do you need water?" he asked. He pulled out a plastic bottle from the bag and he had strapped on his back. "Food," I said. I took another step closer, my heart roaring in my ears. Or perhaps it was his heart that I heard, beating strong behind this thick, meaty chest. A shiver ran down my spine. The man pulled a granola bar out of the backpack. "Here!" I reached forward to take it, but I didn't want granola, and I couldn't control myself. I swear I tried, I did. Yet even with the Wendigo far behind me, the influence lingered. I swatted away, then leaped at the man, scratching at his neck. Blood coated my nails, and then I licked the dark drops. They tasted so sweet, as if it was like cream. Unbeknownst to me, the man had a knife. He stabbed it into my shoulder, and then cut me across the cheek. The pain was no worse than that I felt every day in that cave. But I didn't want to suffer anymore. I let go of the man and retreated into the fetal position. Meanwhile, the man ran to the cops. I presume because sooner or later a group of police officers approached me, guns drawn. Not long after, I found myself in a cell, imprisoned again. At least this time I was clothed and fed. The officers kept their questions simple. They would ask, "Who are you?" It took me a good second, but then I remembered. Charles Keeper. He ran the name through the database. Then he came back with a photo. That was me. I looked so different, but now I barely even recognized myself. Yet it was enough for the cops. "Jesus Christ," one of them said. "You've been missing for 15 years. 15? I repeated. It felt way longer. "What happened to you?" they asked. Their eyes were studying me close, never once letting up or looking away. I cowered into my knees and said nothing. As the silence dragged on, they held up another photo. "Do you know this girl?" It was the girl from the cave. I flinched at her sight. "You do, don't you?" I looked up. It hurt to meet their gaze, but I met it anyway. "Please," I said. I didn't want to think about her. I didn't want to think about it. Please don't. I can't. You can't what? One of the cops asked. By the color of his face and the volume of his voice, I could tell he was angry. She's been missing for a week. Her parents are worried sick. They want to know what happened to their baby. And you can't tell us? You won't. You won't. I stuttered. We won't believe you? Another cop finished. I nodded. Well, go on then. Try us. If I tell you this, where she is, maybe we'll forget about the man you assaulted in the forest, another cop added. I had no choice. They wouldn't let me leave until I told them. So I did. I told them everything. At times I caught them looking at each other, thinking no doubt that I had gone mad. But on the whole, they were receptive. They tried to make reason out of my story. Maybe the Wendigo was just a man in a costume. Maybe the trauma of torture had altered my memories. In any case, the two of the cops happened to be part of the search party that were investigating the cave that night that I escaped. Even if my story was a lie, it didn't matter so as long as they found their missing girl in the cave. They asked me to help them find her. There was simply too many tunnels in the cave for them to find her on their own. But I refused outright. Nothing would bring me back to that cave. The thought of it triggered such severe panic attacks that they let me go without another word. Since then, I have readjusted back to life. Well, as best as I can. At first, regular food tasted sour, but I, for the most part, got used to it. I just take my steaks rare now. Found myself even a lady. She's decent, sweet, helps me forget about the times I've suffered. But of course, she doesn't believe my story. I could sense it in her tone whenever the subject came up. But she knows better than to tease me. As for the missing girl, well, the police never told me that they found her. I haven't heard anything from them since they released me. I hope they did find her. I really do. But in many years that have passed, it never once occurred to me to find out. To tell you the truth, this is one story I don't want to see the end. Now, wasn't that just a story? Credit to Andrew Layden for this story. A very interesting take on the Wendigo legend and the creepypasta. Quite something, if I do say so myself. There are still so many legends about the Wendigo. So I hope you like this little change. And my throat is completely dried out. And luckily enough, I still had some left. Tea, that is. But, with all that being said, I appreciate everyone coming in today and joining me as I sweated over a very old shooter. And I hope you felt just a slight bit of a chill because of that story. But with all that being said, thank you for joining me. And I wish you all the best for the holidays, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful weekend. And, as always, fair winds and calm seas on your own little adventures. This is your captain, flying off again.